judging him earlier when he's gonna be the one saving my son's life. Thank you for saving my son's life, Mohammed. That means a lot to me. Welcome.
Torture in the first place, if normal interrogation could work, because it is a last resort, because all other options have been exhausted, ladies and gentlemen. Now, according to the Washington Post report in 2005, out of 200 terrorists released, at least 12 have returned to terrorism. And the acts that these 12 could commit, considering that one was able to blow up the World Trade Center, ladies and gentlemen, these could be apocalyptic crimes, and this is something that Team Pakistan simply cannot stand for. No right is absolute, and we are not here to argue absolute. We cannot argue extreme morals. In the case of conscription, ladies and gentlemen, you take away someone's freedom of choice. In case of curfews, you take away their right to movement. Certain civil liberties have to be suspended, and they agree with us because they think that it's okay to try them in closed trials where there is little to no accountability, ladies and gentlemen. How is there any accountability in closed trials when prosecutors can say anything? And if they think that military tribunals are unfair, then they should agree that closed trials are also not fair, ladies and gentlemen. This is principally inconsistent on their part. Then they talked about innocence. Well, yes, there may be a few innocents, but every side has its pitfall. We can't say that our side is perfect because it's not. But if you interrogate 100 people and unfortunately you say 20 are innocent, the information gained from those 80 can save thousands of lives, and that is what is important. Now, which word presents a greater catalyst for terrorist activities? We told you after 9/11 there were no further terrorist activities. However, and then furthermore, we told you, which was not accepted by the side of the House, that when they closed Guantanamo Bay, what they would essentially be saying, what it would essentially be a propaganda victory for terrorists, ladies and gentlemen, because what you're doing is you're stepping back. You're telling them, well, we're not going to take such a forward-leaning approach anymore, even though the war on terror is still very much in the present, and it's necessary to do something that is going to combat this. Is Team Lithuania's policy effective? We believe it's not. We told you about supermax prisons, which refused to take these prisoners in. Then they gave us a very ambiguous idea about sending them to the European Union. Well, negotiations did begin to take place with the European Union, but those have also stalled, ladies and gentlemen. So, all things have been exhausted. In closed trials, they would still release a lot of information that is going to affect the war on terror and be very detrimental. And this is something Pakistan cannot stand for. For those reasons, we so proudly negate this motion.
We will now be finding out the result of this round. It's a closed round as far as I know, so that means at one point if you want to know what you won or lost, you will find out sometime.
Thank you.
Yeah.